Hello, I'm going to do the Cancer weekly oracle message for November 12th to the 18th. As always, take what resonates, leave what does not. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, the links are down below. Also, if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe. It is greatly appreciated. All right, we're going to start with the animal oracle. So what you need to focus on for the week of the 12th to the 18th. For Cancer sign, we have Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. So I feel like you kind of have to take the time this week to really look within and ask yourself, like, am I happy? Am I, is there something that's bothering me? Is there something that I need to communicate? Is there something that I need to work on? Is there something that I want to do? Just kind of doing that personal check-in for yourself, right? Taking that deep dive and saying, is there a situation that's going on and you're like, wow, this is bothering me more than I thought it would bother me. Or this is frustrating me more than I thought. Or I feel like I'm getting angry at every little thing that happens. And do I really need to take that time for myself to really kind of look at, what's affecting me so much? Let me take a look at this before this progresses any further. We have our Star Dragons card and we have Wisdom, asking questions. That's so perfect. And it's kind of like the same colors too. I love it. I love when there's like repeating energy or confirmation like within the cards. And like I was just saying, asking yourself those questions, that if there is something that is bothering you, or there is something that you want to achieve or you want to do, or there is something that's gotten under your skin, ask yourself those questions. Take that time to yourself, that quiet time to yourself, and ask yourself those questions. Why is this bothering me? All right. Now we have our Wisdom of the Oracle. So we're going to pull one of these. This came up. Fork in the road. All right. So definitely, I'm kind of getting a couple different feelings here. So kind of like the fork in the road is, you can choose to ignore this, that if there is something that is bothering you, you can choose to ignore it and just keep going, and hopefully it'll work itself out, or, it doesn't become a bigger problem. Or I just feel like if you have this energy and you have something that's bothering you and it's affecting bigger and bigger areas of your life, I feel it's better to kind of ask yourself those questions and work through that, rather than let it fester and it become bigger, and it's like even more things become more challenging. Like life becomes more challenging. You're like, every little thing is bothering me, or nothing is working out, or you're putting yourself in a negative mindset. So it's making those choices, a fork in the road. Do I deal with this situation or do I ignore it? Right? Do I keep going on with the way things are, or do I not? And maybe the other thing I was thinking is that, are you in a fork in the road where you have to make a choice about something? Is it a relationship? Do I want to stay in this relationship and work through it, or do I want to break up? Do I want to stay in this job and keep working at this job, or do I want to leave this job? Do I want to go in a new career? Do I want to start my own business? Are you at a fork in the road in your life where you're trying to make a decision and you're trying to make some choices? So it's taking that deep dive and really looking within and saying, how do I really feel about this situation? If I choose this, what does that look like or feel like? Or what is my life going to be like if I choose this? And if I don't choose this, what is it going to look like? And what is it going to feel like? Or I have this other option over here. What does that look like? What does that feel like? Really asking yourself those questions, right? As how is it going to feel if I make this choice or that choice, or I don't make this choice and I don't make that choice? What does that feel like? What does daily life look like? What does that affect in your life? What relationships does it affect? Does it affect your finances? Does it affect where you're living? Is it going to be bigger choices and decisions, right? Really asking yourself those questions instead of being overwhelmed by a situation, is take that time to yourself and really explore how you feel. Sorry about the barking dog. That's the neighbors. All right, we have our wisdom, our wisdom of healing, and we have sleep. Sleep on it. That was the first thing that I said before, that I thought, like, before you give an answer, sleep on it and make sure that that's the answer or the decision that you want to make, or sleep on it and give yourself that time to re-energize. To making a big decision is best when you feel relaxed, when you feel like you got a good night's sleep, when you feel you have a clear head, when you feel that you've explored all options and you've thought about the situation as many ways as possible. And it's kind of what you need to focus on is having that sleep, having that rest, having that quiet time to yourself to ask those questions and figure out what you want to do in this situation. And before you give that answer, sleep on it. Sometimes, like, if I have a situation, I like to write, like, if I have to have a conversation with someone or I want to talk about someone with something, is I'll write it down on a piece of paper, and then it's like I like to give myself that time to sleep on it. And then when I wake up the next day, if I sorry, I have the hiccups, if I still feel good with what I wrote, and then I'll move forward. All right, I'm gonna grab a Tarot Grand Lux, and this one flipped over. And I feel like it's those rewards that you receive for taking the time to do the deep dive, to ask yourself those questions, to relax and to sleep on it, and then you feel that it's very rewarding. You're like, yep, I did it to the best of my ability, the best way that I could. I thought things through. I really worked things out in my head, and I have a clear head. I took that time, I thought it over, and I feel happy with my decision and my choice. And then I have the Psychic Tarot. We have the heart chakra, number 4, the heart chakra. So that is about love, relationships, feeling happy, feeling fulfillment, having that your heart feel full, having your knowing in your knowing in your mind and in your heart that you're making the right decision. It also can represent healing from a situation, right? That wondering what was going on, asking yourself those questions, making those choices and decisions, but then also like mending yourself. Maybe you need that time to sleep and to rest and to, you know, if something that has hurt you or bothered you, why did that hurt you? Why did that bother you? And then working on that and letting yourself mend that broken heart and going through that process. Because I feel like these colors kind of go, the greens here and the blues here, I feel like it's all coordinating all together and falling into place and working out. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.